Here it comes. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes.
This is skied out toward right. Bonifacio's on his horse, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Mountcastle having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
That is third. The third baseman, Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Entering play, he's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here.
And he's the best in that category on this ball club, guys. He's the guy they look to bring him home.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
The 2-2. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay home, and he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark, does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Striding in for his first at-bat, Nelson Cruz. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Now the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
2-0.
2 out, nobody on. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Lined but speared on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jonathan Schoop. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, number 49. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. And he lays off for ball one. A little bit outside. 2-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Ball three. Nico Goodrum is on deck. And he bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The next 3-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Nico Goodrum will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Bases are empty here with two men out. A ball and two strikes now.
The count is 1-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And right into the shift, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
On the eighth pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Last half of the second set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Byron Buxton. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First delivery to him on the way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Mitch Garver. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. There's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Kirilloff. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Kirilloff stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 ball.
Garver is off of first with 2 away. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Fouled off. And here's the 3-2 from him. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Digging in now, Brendan Rodgers, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Grounded to the right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this.
Welcome back to Target Field, home of the Twins, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." It sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First offering on its way.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now here it comes. And this is up and in, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Bonifacio, the former Royal, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Austin Romine, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. 1-1.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Good battle. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Max Kepler.
The right fielder, Max Kepler.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
To the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 home.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
A runner at second, nobody out. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Josh Donaldson digging in now as he'll take a look at ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
The 2-0 on the way.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
1 out and a runner on second base. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Twins lead it 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Reyes back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, C.J. Crone.
Here's C.J. Crone now. And that misses for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Knuckles into the zone for a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is the left fielder at the track, the wall, and they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run job for C.J. Crone. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. All right, so time now for the Twins Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper levels of the minor leagues. So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Schoop is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Got him on the good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Number 49 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And now pitch on the way. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and Detroit's taking a 2-1 lead. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, Byron.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Three and 0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, runners off for second. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch.
Up next for Minnesota, Mitch Garver, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 to third. He's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Into the box now, Alex Kirilloff reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 2-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Popped him up. Scope has a play, and that retires the side. 1 left for Minnesota. They still trail it here, 2-1. Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Nico Goodrum.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rogers scoops it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
fifth inning. 2-1 our score. Three and one.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Fouled away. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Next up for Detroit, Jorge Bonifacio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here's the 1-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Down the third baseline. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Austin Romine. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a throw over, and the runner back. A runner on first with 2 away. Now it's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0 on the way.
3 balls. No.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
2 out with the man at first. Three 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Ready for another shot now, Victor Reyes. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Brendan Rodgers.
The shortstop, Brendan Rodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, outside.
1-0 pitch on the way. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. And there's one down now. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First offering on its way. One out, nobody on. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and there are 2 down. Ready once again, Ryan Mountcastle. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. In there, 2-2. Hot shot to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 2 and the Twins 1. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, C.J. Cron.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out to left field. Kirilloff is there, and he has it for the out. Digging in once again, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And it's fouled away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Garver is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
A bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Fouled off. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. Here he comes again. 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. They still lead it 2-1.
Leading up for the Twins, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's low.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. A solo home run for Byron Buxton. Number 21 for him on the season, as the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
One swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Ivan Nova is on now out of the bullpen, as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year.
Ivan Nova.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco,
The second baseman,
as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Nova has logged upwards of 1,400 innings pitched so far in his career, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. And he takes a called strike 1. Nova has registered just under 150 innings of work on the mound and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Jones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Twins do come back to level things out thanks to this solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it seems like every at-bat has gone deep into the count, which has resulted in a really high pitch count for their opponent. We checked the numbers. So far, they've worked a total of 6 full counts. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi. Tyler Clippard is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in, Nico Goodrum. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Nico Goodrum.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now, Jacoby Jones. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1 and 2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Garver recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Jones is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Settling in now, Jorge Bonifacio. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball. As this one gets by him at third. Throw won't get him. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.